Hey coaches, welcome back to Football Talk with Coach Chip on YouTube, presented by JustPlay Sports Solutions and their wonderful JustPlay app. Been busy making podcasts. I didn't think that would happen when I started doing the podcast. God, I think we're 72, 73 in, counting both seasons. We've got about 4 already loaded up, ready to drop over the next few weeks. I'm still looking. I got plenty of people, but I'm still looking for more. If you know somebody that you think could make a good podcast guest, I've had several recommendations and used them. I've had several recommendations trying to hunt people down and talk them into doing it because I think they'd make great guests. All right, let's get started talking about this video's topic, belly from under center with rocket motion. It is my favorite way to run it. To be honest with you, if I had everything the way I wanted it, we'd run it instead of with the rocket, it'd be belly and belly option. But the reason we did it this way years ago is we had a really athletic, perfect for running the belly option quarterback. But his backup was a 9th grader. And we really didn't have another viable option, pardon the pun. So I started looking for ways to run the belly and still have an outside play. And this is the year I did a lot of research. Remember a few months ago, I had Ed Sadlock on talking about belly and belly sweep. And I did a deep dive during the off season of 2012 and 2013 online and went to visit some people in person that had background in belly sweep. And then, after looking at it, I said, we got these really quick, fast guys in the open field. I've run the rocket before. We ran it back when we called it the fling back in the 90s, before anybody called it rocket. And it was just like a version of the quick pitch. And I said, let's just do that. And instead of having just a whole nother play and a little more complicated way of blocking it, running the belly sweep. So this became my preferred way of running it. So what made me think about it? The last year we were totally under center in our hybrid wing tee was 2013. This morning when I got up, on my Facebook memories was this picture. This is 3rd round of the playoffs. The videos I'm going to show you later are from that year and a couple of clips of this game. That human being on the left there in the picture inspired this video because that picture was like, 12 years ago today when this picture was taken. And guys, this is why I charge for my premium resources. Because when this human being wants to go to the beach, Coach Chip takes her to the beach. Now you see one of the pictures from about a year ago when we were at the beach. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Every time Coach Chip sells a premium resource, this angel gets one step closer to the beach. All right, let's get going. Don't forget our sponsor is JustPlay Sports Solutions and their wonderful JustPlay app. They got individual, which is what Coach Chip has, and team packages. You put your game plans on there, your playbook, your scouting reports, whatever you want, you put them on there and you put video on there with them. And it makes the diagrams come to life. Contact my buddy Brad Rumsey at brumsey@justplayss.com, or you can hit him by phone. You can pause it and get his phone number here, and also it'll be in the show description down below here on YouTube. But now be sure when you talk to him, tell him Coach Chip sent you. He hit me up last week and he said, "Coach Chip, you're the man." He said, "Just closed the deal, didn't have to do anything." The guy calls and I'm ready to go. He goes, "I'm ready to buy it. Coach Chip sent me." And I said, bingo, that's a goodie. So be sure to hit up my buddy Brad Rumsey and let him walk you through why you need this in your program. Our Football Talk with Coach Chip premium resource of all premium resources is the Gun Power Spread System. It's only $100. But you'll see why when you dive into it. But folks, here's the cool thing. I'll send it to you. You check it out, see if you like it. If you like it, you pay me. If you don't, all I ask is you delete it. I trust coaches. Coaches are good people. And I also trust in this system that you're going to go, oh, there's benefit from this. Just on the podcast a couple episodes ago, I had a 12 and under coach from Western New York who used the system to have the best year they've had, went all the way to semifinals in their playoffs. You can throw in the Big Book of Bucks, the Jet Manual, and the OL Manual for just $50 more. That's $210 worth of premium resources. So Miss Tammy can go to the beach for only $150. You saw the pictures. I ought to be charging a lot more, but I can't do that to you. You know, my personal life can't get in the way of business. So if you want to become a system owner like 350 other guys, it's like somewhere around there, hit me up. By the way, if you want any of these resources, I wish you could see me right now. I'm pointing to the screen like you can see me pointing. Any of these resources, I'll send them to you free. Now, here's the cool thing about the OL manual. I'll send you the ebook. You check it out and say, oh, that's good stuff. Then you pay me, and I'll tell you how to pay me when you contact me at siegel.chip@gmail.com. But when you pay me, I say, hey, give me your address. I'll send you the paperback. Then you've got something to mark in, highlight in, and you've got the ebook, which doubles as a Google slide, which is like a PowerPoint, and you can project it on your big screen and do presentations with your players or with your fellow coaches. So you can't beat that with a stick, cuz. So the gun power spread system and the three accompanying resources, easy for me to say, are yours for just $150, and you can check them out for free to determine if you want them. And there you see is a picture of the actual paperback, and that is the Lynette High School Panthers running a play, a gap down backer play, the system that's all in this book. I've got so much feedback from this lately. It's amazing. Guys, as their seasons are coming to an end, saying, Coach, I used your stuff. I used the system. I went ahead and took a leap of faith, used your blocking system, and we had our best year yet. We had one of our best year yet. And this book is awesome. I'm not going to read all this to you. You can pause it and check it out yourself. Please, we're getting close. As I make this, it's middle of November of 2025. For those of y'all viewing this in the future. So it may not be evergreen. It may not be time appropriate. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. And so we got a month and a half, and we're about 120 something away. You say, well, that ain't much. You'll get that. Well, you make sure. You say, well, Coach, I'm already a subscriber. Check. You'd be surprised how many think they're subscribed, but they're not. When you do subscribe, you get access to all these premium resources. And the one that goes along with today, this is a great resource. I went back and looked at it today when I was making this video. The Under Center Belly and Rocket package, it's got links in it to videos of us running it, how we ran all the different, this got everything. It's got the belly, which you're going to see today, the rocket, which you won't see today, and the counters to the fullback, we called him a tailback, and the counters to the wingback are all in this with video links. And guess what? It's free. All you got to do is subscribe. Head on over to wherever you get podcasts and find Football Talk with Coach Chip, the podcast. Like I said, it's 70-something episodes in, 2 seasons. Had 50 the first season. We're 20-something now. I've been putting so many up. I forget where we are. I think the last one I just loaded today is the 75th episode. So I think we got about 22 or 23, 72, 73 already up. It's coaches just like you. Just had a JV coach on, a guy that's committed his career to coaching JV. That's a great episode. That'll be coming out real soon. Just had my buddy Tyler Wynn on, who's in the process of turning around a program up in Eastern Tennessee. Next week, I've got Coach Mitch Johnson from North Carolina on, and he just turned his program from 0-10 to 6-4, and got a playoff berth in the second year of a school with no winning tradition. I want to get people like that on, so they can tell us how we did it. They can tell you how they did it. All right, let's get going because I got to show you some video too. Now, this is it from versus an under front. It was what we saw a lot when we were in this formation here. People would do this, trying to mess with our buck and our down. Put that shade right there to the strong side A gap. which the rocket came. People ask me, why do you run the jet and the rocket when we were doing this? The jet was a great play to run to that shaded nose when they were trying to take away Buck. But also, too, I love running that belly XB. When they'd give us this defense, we could X block it, and it really softens up the outside guy here where he can't get nosy and get involved because the rocket motion holds him. Here's the same play versus the same defense to the right. Belly right with rocket motion with the XB. And you can see we got everybody scooping up on the backside. I always let my center back block whenever I could because it just made life so much easier on him. And he had so much on his plate as it is, especially when we were under center. The center had a lot more on his plate to do. Now, you could even scoop the center too, backside scoop him. Looks a lot like an outside zone on the backside. But I always like just doing that, especially against this, in case this guy was a bear and could rip across the backside guard's face. And you just got a great angle here. And a lot of times we didn't reach this Mike backer before he plugged in, but we'd get on him and we'd overblock him. What I call overblocking is literally blocking him past the hole. Because once we're on him, I'm going to tell you something now, I don't care how good you are. It's hard to make a tackle when you got another human being locked onto you trying to drive you. And so we got away with that a lot. You see it a lot with zone teams, but you don't see it as much with gap scheme teams. It's kind of something I don't use it on linemen, but I call it an overblock. We use it a lot on trap when we were under center running a lot of trap. But this is a good way to block it. And you see we got the XB here. Now that H, what's what we called him, even then, this was the Z, this was the H. The H was more just like he is in the system. He was more of a blocker, more of a fullback type. We'd throw him a bone every now and then. When you see some of the counter video, which won't be in this particular video, you will see that we'll throw him a bone and let him run some counter off the rocket and even off the jet. But he's usually going to be the guy blocking at the point of attack. And we really didn't care if teams knew it. Remember what I always say, tendencies are okay as long as you know you have them. And when we face somebody that's good enough to exploit our tendencies, we got something for their butt. I can tell you that, Hoss. But he's got a slide. He's got and the tackle would communicate to him, they were X blocking, letting him know he's got a slide. Now they're going to fan block it like this. This is what I call it, fan blocking, because the tackle, play side tackles, fanning the end. This is against just a, generic 40 front. If you're going to get it like this, we would double team here and do our best to overblock that Mike right there. And he didn't have to slide as much. He just take one step and go right off the tackle's butt and just fold in there and lead. You're going to see on the clips I'm going to show you that sometimes there was nobody there for him because the rocket is, you're talking about eye candy. You think about eye candy in gun type offenses like the gun power spread system. The eye candy from under center is good too, because it doesn't matter that they had 3 days to get ready for this and you've been throwing rocket out there and throwing rocket out there, and that backer is late getting out there and he takes a step. Sometimes they just fly out of there. And it's the John Brownest thing you've ever seen. All right, that's it versus an over front, a regular front. Let's take a break here and hear from our buddies, my buddy, your friend, if you'll let him be your friend, Brad Rumsey at JustPlay Sports Solutions and their wonderful JustPlay app. Hey coaches, let me tell you about our partners over at JustPlay Sports Solutions. All the play diagrams on Football Talk with Coach Chip since the spring of 2021 have been done by the My JustPlay app JustPlay Sports Solutions created. You can find it at myjustplay.com. Team packages, individual packages, which is what I got. With the team package, you create your playbooks, you make scout cards, you can add video to the play so the diagram literally comes to life. The players get an app, they put it on their phone, so you don't have to print any more playbooks, any more game plans, any more scouting reports. And since players never go anywhere without their phones, their playbook is always with them. Contact my buddy Brad Rumsey at brumsey@justplayss.com. brumsey@justplayss.com, or call him by phone at 517-937-5433. Tell them Coach Chip sent you. All right, guys, y'all got to be sure to go over there and go to the website, look at the product, hit Coach Rumsey up, let him take you through it, and I promise you, it's going to make take your program to the next level. I mean, all those college teams can't be wrong, and their numbers are growing. Their numbers are growing. All right, here it is versus the over front to the right, belly right with rocket motion. Same thing as the other one. Trying to get us there so you can see the video clips. All right, here it is versus an odd front. I always hear people say, Coach, you don't show odd front enough. Yeah, you're right, I don't. But here it is. It works against, I showed you 3 fronts on this video, and it works against all of them. All we're going to do here, I just told my tackle, my play side tackle, just drive him. Just drive. Now, you want to get your head on the inside if you can. If he's a 4-eye or something, just drive his butt. Just drive him. We're going to double team the nose because we're just going to drive him, and then this guy's scooping, so he's going to catch him if he's hanging off over here. And he's going to go get that Mike backer, and we're going to lead on this stack backer right here with our H, our wing. You said, what about this guy? Well, folks, if he's making the play on belly, why the crap are you running belly and not running rocket? Because there ain't no way he can make the play on belly and still be home to make the play on rocket. And you'll see on the video, I mean, he's got to piss or get off the pot now. And there's the same thing versus an odd front. It's the belly right off the rocket. And what we would do, we would literally teach the quarterback. This is the way I tell him. Do everything you do when you throw rocket. Throw the ball, but don't let go of it. Fling the crap out of it. Rear back and throw it. Just hold on to it and then softly stick it in the fullback. We called him a tailback. Stick it in his belly. And it was just a good play for us. We'd use it on goal line because they would steal. You're going to see on one of the clips, I think it's the end and the outside backer come flying up field. And it's like on the 2-yard line going in. Eye candy is a thing. Some of the announcers call them eye violations. All you got to do, if they don't move, if they stay home, but you capture their eyes, you've got an advantage. You've got an advantage. All right, let's look at some video clips. Okay, so you got your rocket motion. Watch the rocket man. Rocket man. Watch him throw his hands up. Come on, go in motion, dude. All right, watch him. He's going to throw his hands up. Like he's catching it. And you're going to catch the eye violations. Look, right now, this guy right here, this inside backer, he's not going to plug here necessarily. He's going out there. Watch, because you'll see it. When the H folds in here, he ain't there because he's flying to the rocket. Eye violation, eye candy. Stole his eyes. I go back and watch the quarterback throw it. Reverse out, hard, throw it. They see that ball go up in the air a little bit. That's because he's throwing the piss out of it. Watch. Boom. And then softly stick it in the running back's belly. Look at your H going through it. See that inside backer went outside. He fit up outside because you stole him. See, there he goes. Look, there he is right there. And I watch my H right here. Just keep moving, dude. There you go. Look, get your eyes up. First person he contacts is the cockeyed safety. Look, he's not even on the screen right now. Watch the H. Fold through. That was an XB too. Good job getting downhill by the play side guard. Watch the play side guard. Step, go downhill, boom, bury him, takes out 2. All right, here it is to the right. Throw your hands up, boom, steal those eyes. And watch the running back. He's going to flat, crossover, go. Just like traditional belly in the good old wing tee. You say, Coach, your fullback's mighty deep. Yeah, I know, because he's not really a fullback. That's why we called him a tailback. My philosophy was, if we were in the I formation, who would be the tailback? That's who you put at fullback in my version of the wing tee. You know, there's different coaches. Like one of my dearest friends, one of the preeminent wing tee minds, still coaching the wing tee today, Roger Holmes over in Dublin. By the way, check out his clinic first weekend in March every year. I'm going again this year. Come on over there and see me. Dublin, Georgia. Coaches fly in from all over the cockeyed country. It's amazing. This little town between Savannah and Macon, Georgia. But anyway, Roger puts his, if he was in I formation, one of his wing backs is who his tailback would be. And he puts a true traditional fullback. Different strokes for different folks. I know Tubby Raymond put more of a fullback type there. I got this from an old wing T coach. He went wing T about 1990, Robert E. Lee High School in Montgomery, Spence McCracken. And his best fullback he ever had, we had a couple of them, but one of them was Ware, I think Larry Ware, ended up going to Georgia and being a tailback at Georgia. And he was a wing T fullback for Lee High School in Montgomery back in the 90s. And that's kind of where I got that idea from of putting, especially since we're going to be hybrid and not be flat back in the 100-900 formation, what we called it, the Delaware. And by the time this video took place, we were no longer Delaware wing T. I was still influenced by it, but we didn't call it those things anymore. But I was still very much influenced by it. All right, so watch here. I think this is it may be. Can't remember if this is an XB or not. Nope. Just watch him run off the ball. Play side guard, runs off the ball. Play side tackle, look at that, he just runs off the football. Makes that stand-up DN stand up even more. Look at that. Rock his head. There you go. Boom. Hit that thing hard. He checked out. The safety didn't want none. All right, this is the game from the picture where you saw my wife and I walking off the field holding hands. It was the night that I walked off the field with the homecoming queen. Something I guarantee had never happened in high school. Hang in there, guys. There's beautiful women waiting on you. You young guys. Throw your hands up. Good. Boom. Watch the flat step by the tailback, the running back, crossover. Boom. Watch the quarterback throw the ball, but hold on to it. Boom. Softly stick it in there. And look, I told you 2 guys, really 3, because this guy's late to the party right here. I guess that's the corner. No, it's a linebacker. Look at this guy right here should be filling. He should be filling right here. But he goes out here. Watch, watch, watch. They can't stand it, y'all. They can't stand. Look at there. You got 1, 2, 3 outside of the hole. And like I said, we're on the goal line. And still, this was a 3rd round game. This was a good team. They were like 1-loss team. All right, last clip. Boop. Again. Watch, throw your hands up, running back. Rocket Man. Rocket Man. Again, this was another time down on the goal line. This is one of my favorite plays to run on the goal line. Because you still steal eyes. You still, and look at, so many teams give you double A gaps in the goal line. Well, Woody Hayes in his book, Countdown to Victory, quoted Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu says, when at all possible, do not storm walled cities. Why the crap would you try to run A gap or quarterback sneak when they got 2 guys in the A gaps and they're giving you the cockeyed B gap? Look at this. This is candy from a baby. Boom, right there. Look at the hole. Boom. We couldn't get to the extra backer, but we didn't need much. Look. We didn't get the scoop up on him. He couldn't get that scoop right there. And he didn't even try. I think he was a 9th grader or 10th grader at the time. He ended up going to Troy. But Trayvon. All right. I ended up keeping me over 20 minutes, but that's okay. This was good content. Hey, opportunity to support Football Talk with Coach Chip. Buymeacoffee.com/Coach Chip. They got all kind of different increments there if you want to kind of like tip me. This is kind of like a poor man's version of Patreon. If you just like say, hey, if you sent me all this free stuff or whatever, like this is great content and it's free, The Lord bless me. I'm going to bless you, Coach Chip. Remember what I always tell you, I don't drink coffee, but I'll figure out something to drink with it. I tell people all the time, I'm probably the only football coach in the country. No, I met one the other day that does not play golf or drink coffee. So there's a few of us out there. Maybe we all get together and have a gathering. I know where. At the beach. Y'all, hey, buy some more premium resources. Let's go to the beach and have a gathering of football coaches that don't drink coffee and don't play golf. I'm still available. Over 40 years of experience and mistakes. My mistakes are just an email away. Hit me up. I'm available in person if it's close enough for me to get to, or Google Meet clinics, consultations, installs, whatever you need. Hit me up at siegel.chip@gmail.com. Hit me up by phone. First off, you got to email me. Got to make sure you're not a stalker or something like that, or some kind of spammer. You know, they're in season right now. I guess it's the holidays coming up. But learn from my mistakes and others. And if any of these things on the YouTube channel or any of our system stuff, you need help with it, I'm here for you, Hoss. All right, that's it for this episode of Football Talk with Coach Chip right here on the good old YouTube. Remember to go over to JustPlay Sports Solutions, to their website. You'll see it in the show notes below, and check out their wonderful JustPlay app. That's where these diagrams came from. All the diagrams on Football Talk with Coach Chip since the winter, early spring, late winter of 2021 have been done by the JustPlay Sports Solutions JustPlay app. Check it out. All right, real quick before I let you go, and before I give you the old Be Elite sign off, please remember we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. And as I make this video, it is the middle of November 2025. I need about 120 something more. I haven't checked it today, but it's right around there. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and do it today. Go ahead and do it today. And if you think you're a subscriber, go and check. The research says about 50% of people who regularly watch a YouTube channel think they're subscribed, but they're not because it keeps popping up on their feed. That's because the algorithm knows you like it. And that's fine for you, but it sucks for old Coach Chip. So please head on over there today and check and subscribe to the channel and get access to the over 60 free resources, including the Under Center Belly and Rocket resource. It's totally free. Just subscribe. All right, y'all. Until next time, y'all be elite.